Welcome to Tapping with Vikas Sir. Advanced Magzine, passage number 144, 80 word per minute. We ready? Start. Mr. Vice Chairman Sir, the Ministry of Energy was created in November 1974 in the wake of the energy crisis which shook the whole world. It was not a crisis which faced this country alone. All the countries of the world were affected by it. It is an irony of history that many of the countries which are today known as developed countries developed their economies not only by exploiting today's developing countries, many of them in the colonial era, but also by exploiting cheap energy. And today, when the developing countries are trying to give a better life to their people, there has been a sudden explosion in the energy sector which has made their task much more difficult. Sir, unfortunately, this is not a passing crisis. It is a crisis which will stay with us, and we shall have to learn to live with it. We cannot insulate ourselves from it, and therefore, this particular subject today has assumed enormous importance for this country and others. And I am afraid I don't find the sense of urgency that would be required if this problem is to be tackled in this country. Sir, long term thinking is necessary. We have faced different critical situations in the past. At one stage, we were short of food that became a constraint to our development. At another stage, we were short of foreign exchange, and foreign exchange became a constraint to our development. But now, unless one thinks ahead and takes action in a time, I am afraid the energy sector will be a very major constraint to our development, and therefore, sir, it is absolutely necessary that the danger ahead should be properly understood. Oil availability has been deliberately restrained by some oil producing countries. Now, some experts believe that in the decade between 2000 and 2010, oil production may reach the peak and start declining, and that means the availability will start going down. A committee of the government went into this question, and they came out with a few very important figures. The present consumption of oil is at the level of 30 million tons. By the year 2010, the consumption of oil is expected to go up to something like 90 million tons per year, and it is expected that this country will be able to sustain a production level of about 24 million tons. That is a gap of 66 million tons. So the question is, by the end of the decade, how do we get this oil? Question mark. Even today we are finding it difficult to import oil. Last year we provided rupees 8,000 crores in the budget, but ultimately we end up full stop. आपकी ये 80 वर्ड पर मिनट थी। इसकी आप डिक्टेशन को लिखिए और लिखने के बाद इसको नोटपैड में टाइप कीजिए। ओके, और वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए। अगर आप वीडियो को देख रहे हैं तो वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है। Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.